When I woke up this morning, I always smile when I get up because when you in bed sleep at night, you know there's no guarantee you're gonna wake up the next morning.
Right.
You unfortunately, you always hear people that die in their sleep, and you know, I'm not afraid of a lot of things except for water and dogs, but suffocation and the unknown always scares me. And my parents made me and my brother, we didn't go to church a lot, only like on Easter Sunday. But one of the things that they made us learn was, I'm not gonna say it's the Lord's Prayer, but we had to sing before we go to bed, we had to say, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord myself to keep. If I should die before I wake, damn, it's so old.
Pray the Lord my soul to take.
Yeah, y'all know how it goes. And so when I wake up and my eyes open up and I see things, and me, I wear glasses. I even wear glasses when I go to bed at night so I can see what's going on in my dreams because my eyesight is bad. So I need my glasses. Sometimes if I feel I'm going to dream about something during the day, I'll even wear my transitional so, I can have the shades and whatnot. But I wake up happy because you just never know. So then I know there's another day and that there's another day to be productive, another day to maybe help someone in need because that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not about yourself, what you got, what you earned. It's about what did you do to help somebody else in need. Another thing that made me smile, I went to a small school in Kansas, Ottawa University, and I graduated in '79. And I went to school with several guys, it was a small school of about 600 people, but I went to school with several guys from the city of St. Louis. And that was '79, so if you do the math, that was 44 years ago. And we stay in contact to this day. 44-year relationship, and they're from St. Louis. And when I heard someone say, this young lady right here, say she was from St. Louis while I was in the other room, that brought a smile to my face. Because I said, somebody's here from St. Louis? Because St. Louis is not a big city. It's a medium-sized city. Almost compared to New York, everything is small. But it's a city in the Midwest. They call it the gateway to the West. It's in a red state, very conservative type state. A lot of stuff. And I've been to St. Louis probably in my life about 20 times. So I know the streets called Natural Bridge and Kings Highway. Stayed at the Hyatt Regency by the Arch and everything. So know a lot about St. Louis. So that kind of brought a smile to my face. I grew up following a group called Earth, Wind and Fire. Matter of fact, they've been in existence or been a band, one of the top bands that ever existed for 45, 46 years. And they're on tour right now, and then found out last week that they're coming to the Beacon Theater, which is in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. So immediately got tickets for that. See a band that I grew up on. My favorite music, my favorite group. They did a song called Ain't It Funny How the Way You Feel. No, the name of the song is On Your Face. And one of the verses goes, ain't it funny how the way you feel shows on your face. And no matter how you try to hide, it'll state your case. Now a frown will bring your spirits down to the ground and never let you see the good things all around. So it's about smiling. Don't mean you crazy, but we as a people have a lot to be thankful for. As I get into a few minutes of what I wanted to say, you brought up affirmation. Affirmation is a statement. It's affirmation is a statement of knowing. And I bring that into what it's like to be black in America. We have nothing to be ashamed of, everything to be proud of, because once you know who you are, where you come from, where you've been, and what your destiny is, then the affirmation is being who you are. Because you are the envy of the world. Why else, you have to ask yourself, would a people be attacked like we're being attacked? We've done nothing to nobody. Matter of fact, we were born here against our own will. So why is it that we're so hated? A kid in Far Rockaway, Queens, over there by the Atlantic Ocean. This was back in the early 90s. I was teaching some classes out there. The kid asked me, he said, Mr. Frost, he says, why do white people hate black people so much? And the teacher of the class was white, and she was writing something on her desk. When this kid asked the question, the class is all black and Latino. This teacher dropped her pencil, and I looked over the corner of my eye. This teacher like folded her arms and said, I gotta hear this shit. So I said, you know, the people who you hate and despise and reject were created by God. And then I explained to them that we were given by God of our darkness because given melanin, because we come from a part of the world where there's a lot of sun, a lot of heat. So the more melanin you have in your skin, the more you can absorb that sun. So I told them, I says that the people who they hate and despise and reject were created by God. So it's not the creation, us, that they hate. Who they hate is the Creator, because the Creator gave us our color. So see, their war is really not against us. The war is really against God. And think about, when you leave tonight, think about that. Is that, see, they can't get to God. They know that. They're not that stupid. They're not that crazy. But what you do is you go for the next best thing. You go and try to get his children. How do you get a parent? You go after the child. Okay? What I wanted to say real quickly, Q, in 5 minutes or less, is when I saw what happened in that thing that happened last week in New Zealand. That should not have caught any of us by surprise. That is something that happens in this country a lot. It is something that's being planned to happen in this country again as we speak, because of there's a fear in this country that the time for the wicked to rule is coming to an end. And what they're trying to do is they know our destiny, and they're trying to get us before we get to that destiny point. If you notice, the guy in his manifest, he was after three groups. The immigrants, the Muslims, and us. Now we are, but let's be clear, who they're really after is us, because of who we are, where we came from, who our relationship is, and what our destiny is. My point in all of this, just to get to the point, is we as a people have to be diligent of what's happening. What hurt me the most is that after this, it didn't like really blow my mind or anything, because I know that that's the way of the world. But then I saw something on TV the other day where I saw this black kid running down the street, and he had a pistol in his hand. And there was another kid with a knapsack on, just crossing the street. I don't know what their relationship was. And as he got up on this kid, the kids must have recognized him and started running, and he shot and killed the kid right in the street. I say that to say this. 30, 40 years ago, we knew who the enemy was. There was no confusion. We knew who the enemy was. Now today, 30, 40 years later, the enemy is us. Because I'm telling you, as long as we continue to bump off each other and attack each other and call each other out of our name, out of each other's name, then it doesn't matter who picks up an AK-47 or an AR-15 and spray shoots and kills 50 people. If we're killing each other, it doesn't matter. My father used to have a saying, I have seen the enemy, it is us. Once we clean up our act and get ourselves together and stop hurting each other, we are each other's brothers and sisters, then all this other crazy crap will stop. Trust me, it will. But we have to get right, we have to do right, and be right by each other. Thank you.